like he was even hearing some of the footsteps. You got to understand the drop because the defense was all over him.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play. So here we go. One of the biggest moments of this game. The field goal unit is out there for a pressure kick. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And in the final seconds, we have a tie ball game.
What a drive for this offense to go down and tie this ball game up. Now less than 10 seconds, likely going to overtime. It all comes down to this kickoff. This kickoff team, you better go down there and make a tackle.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. The shotgun running play call. As the first down is still going. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. So here comes our first play of overtime. Back to throw. It's Moore. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down and very long now. The intentional grounding penalties typically costly. And he'll set up to throw. Tried to squeeze one in there, but it's incomplete.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They can complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
Oh, and another incompletion. So here we go. This offense going for it on fourth and long. An enormous play here in this overtime. And it's incomplete. The defense with a huge stop here in overtime. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Matt gets the carry. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Now it's 2nd down here. Looking for a man. It's a quick grab. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw. So now it's 3rd and short. If they can't make the first down, why not at least position the ball for a game-winning field goal attempt? Looking for his big tight end. Oh, close to a pick. Instead falls incomplete and brings up a 4th down play now. So they'll set him now for a field goal to win the game. A moment every kicker dreams about. And he's got it. No problem.
Nice work. The next era of your team starts now. Let's go find... talent incoming. The scouting report is in. Let's open your store. Welcome to this Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals on the Play Select screen. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Kennesaw State Owls.
The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense.
Welcome to this Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. This challenge features a few special additions for this matchup. Awaiting you is the Delaware Blue Hens.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Dante Moore. It's complete to the left.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, trying to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quick.
Welcome to this Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals on the Play Select screen. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Missouri State Bears.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Hard running there. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Buffaloes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Welcome to this Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. This challenge features a few special additions for this matchup. Awaiting you is the Bowling Green Falcons.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Can't get him to the ground. There's some room. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 30. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bunch formation for these receivers. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's going to take a shot. It's caught. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic beam on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get better.
Caught, and he's got room. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. It's so nice to have these tight ends.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with second and short. Run in the red zone, it's done. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. Here's Sellers to throw. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Just a really bad mental error. 2nd and 15 after the delay of game. Sellers. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He will not come close. Defense all over him, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. So they gamble on 4th down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, what just 4th and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there? 4th down and long, no problem. I got this in the first half.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage is going to be.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Throwing, Sellers. Pocket breaking down. On the run, fires downfield. Got a man, it's Burnett. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're dealing with a second and long. Here's Sellers to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Now facing a third and long. Sellers from the gun on third down. Another incompletion on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Sellers. Spits it out to the back. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He managed a few yards on that. for action. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. On the run, it's Benjamin. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
He'll run it again. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent in their...
Makes the grab in their space. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Dropping back, it's Barnett. Bringing the heat. And down he goes.
That is a nice job by the defense in a sudden change type situation. The play before, you just gave up a big completion down the field. So you got to try to stop the bleeding right away up front. Your pass rush comes through for you and you create a negative play.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? He's looking downfield to throw. Here's a heat. And it's a sack.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense. Like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for it all. He's got it along the sideline. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Holds and fires complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
He'll pull it down and run. At the 40, there he goes. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here comes the heat. Breaks loose. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football, and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know, if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll play it safe and try for 3. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Running inside, it's Benjamin. He makes a pass to Marker. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
Continues to fight for yards. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They give it to him again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going. but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football moving.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And your decision to go for it on fourth down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the first down.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Barnett. Here's the pressure. He's on the move. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot, not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off. He gets a positive gain.
Off the play fake on first down. Got him in the open. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. The sure hands, it's Hooks. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Buffaloes will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They punt it away on fourth down. And this one will be marked dead just outside the 40-yard line.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you could tell they caught up with him to force the fumble.
Brought down at the 31, it is a first down. Timeout called by LSU, that's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. And the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Snagged out of the air. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. He uncorks one deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break on the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the third quarter.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest.
Got a little grass. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, we know this offense can score points in a variety of ways. You saw it in the first half, and here we go in the second half. They're explosive. They've got playmakers all over the field, and they waste no time putting up another touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off.
Number 0, set to kick this one.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Stumbled to the ground. Backed up now, here's second and long. Might be changing the route. To the air on second down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Going the other way, and he's got room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, LSU! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Hooks. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Buffaloes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Looking left. He's got it. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. And that's a great start to this second half.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. He tackles him for no gain.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box. And
field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Buffaloes in the hurry up. The run inside. It's done. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So we open the final period with a third down play. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Makes the stop at the 32, and he picks up 10 on that play.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Crosses the 45. Still running at the 40. Speeding down the right side. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown.
Number 0, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking for a huge play. Hauls it in down the sideline. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Throwing right. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Looking to the big tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's almost intercepted in the end zone. It's caught, but he's out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a bullet dodged by this offense.
Well, that incompletion really tells the story of this football game. If you don't score touchdowns, it's really hard.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking down the middle. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
That keeps the score. LSU 28, Colorado 12.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Quarterback keep. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Off to the races to the right. He's at the 10. And hold everything. He's going the other way, and he takes it back for a touchdown.
Are you kidding me?
You know, they say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop it, show you the speed, and he takes it back for a long touchdown.
He's got it. Two-pointer is good, and now it's a one-score game here deep in the fourth. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Colorado will go ahead and use its second timeout here. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Give to the running back. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. The Buffs now use their third and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Motion from the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
Punt is in the air. Catches it at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. They'll start this drive going to the air. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Right on target this time.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
He's got it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up fourth down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Looking for more room. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as time has expired.
And that's a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Sometimes it's just not